Hey everyone, welcome back. Tonight, Leah and I decided to check out Dark Nights at Hersheypark. I know, it's my third video and I am in Hershey again. This is a video blog about living in Central PA, being stuck in Central PA, and Hershey is a big part of Central PA. So, this is going to be my last video in Hershey for a couple of videos, then I am going to venture out to other places. It just so happens that Hershey has a lot of activities centered around the fall, so I want to check out as much as I can before the season is over. So without further ado, let's go check out Dark Nights at Hersheypark. Hersheypark is such a fun place to be no matter what time of year is, but they've really upped their game last year when they introduced Dark Nights. It's such a fun place to be. They have a lot of characters, a lot of activities, and I'm excited to see what we find. You're in for a treat if you haven't been here before. Leah and I are going to take you down the secret walkway at Hersheypark. It's not so secret anymore. I think a lot of people actually do know about it, but it just is kind of a back way to get you directly to the Comet without going through some of the other more congested areas of the park. You do get to see a little bit of Candymonium coming this way. You're underneath Candymonium. But it is kind of cool, and especially at dark nights because it's a darker trail. But again, less crowded. You kind of get to go under the coasters, which is kind of cool. And it's going to take us out right over to the Hollow. Really nice walkway. How cool is this? You're going under Sky Rush. There's Sky Rush and Comet, all lit up at the night. And then you have this nice little waterway to the right of us over here. So yeah, just really nice, quiet entrance into the park. They do a fantastic job at Dark Nights, and I think we even have some scared people behind us already. The Comet. She's a thing of beauty, isn't she? Especially lit up at night. And you hear the screams of the people on Sky Rush as we're walking underneath. They do a really beautiful job lighting up the coasters for every event, not just Halloween, for Christmas too. So you can hear the roar of Great Bear in the background as well. We're about to enter a scare zone at the park, and if you don't like to be scared, you can purchase what they call a no boo necklace. They have these available at several kiosks across the park. But if you're like me and you like to be scared, you're gonna turn this off and head in and see what awaits. Walking around Hersheypark at night during dark nights, how much fun is this? I mean, you're walking around what normally is just a typical Hersheypark night, but they add the fogs, the fog machines, the lighting, and you're walking through the park not knowing, okay, are these scare actors that I'm walking up to, or are they just regular park goers like myself? So that adds a lot of fun when you come to visit Hersheypark during dark nights. Hersheypark does hold a special place in my heart. This is one of the places that we visited when I was growing up. We didn't go on many vacations growing up, but Hersheypark was definitely one that my dad liked to bring us to. Oh, look, we're coming upon the Tasting Pass information board. This gives you a little bit of information about some of the offerings for the Tasting Pass that include Terror Tots, Voodoo Legs, All Eyes on Meat, Cinnamon Bread Intestines, and Dragon Fruit Punch. Those are available at Dispatch, which is right around the corner here. We did the Tasting Pass the last time we were here at the park, and it's a lot of fun. There's great variety. They make the food interesting. They make it creepy and scary. Oh, and there's the Comet at night. Such a beautiful ride. This is Leah's favorite roller coaster at the park, and I have to say, I think it's up there with my favorite roller coaster as well. The swings, of course, look phenomenal, all done up for Halloween, and that red makes it spookier. But let's see what the Comet line looks like. Oh, it actually does not look like there are a lot of people in line. That's another nice benefit of coming to dark nights, especially on a Sunday or a Friday evening. A lot of people do go to those scare zones and haunted houses. That's what they're looking for when they come to dark nights. So oftentimes you can find that the ride queues are relatively low. In this case, the Comet, it doesn't look like anybody's on it. We can't pass up Comet without going on it. Like I said, this is Leah's favorite roller coaster. And just another side note, the Comet is one of the dark ride experiences. So during the last hour of operation, they actually turn the lights out on dark rides. And that includes Candymonium, Comet, Lightning Racer, and Wildcat's Revenge. I've been on Lightning Racer when they turn the lights out. It's a lot of fun. You don't know where you're going, where the twist is, what's happening next. So that is something that I would definitely recommend experiencing at dark nights at Hersheypark. This area of the park is typically a circus theme, and we do usually see some scare actors in those cages right there. I'm not seeing any right now, but let's walk around and see what else we can find. I do also want to apologize. I don't have the best camera, and you probably have noticed that in my first couple of videos. I do plan on getting a better camera. I don't know how it's going to adapt to some of the darker parts of dark nights, especially with the fog that we're about to see and some of the strobe lights, but we'll see. I'm a work in progress, aren't we all? And my videos will get better, I promise, as I go, but I just wanted to kind of put that out there. I don't have the best camera, but you work with what you got and you make the best of what you got. So let's go. We're right next to the Music Box Theater, where they have a really fun Halloween show called Shake, Rattle, and Glow Monster Ball. The show times for this are 4, 6, 7:30, and 8:30. I'm not quite sure if they change on a night-to-night basis. We're not going to do this tonight because we watched it on a previous visit, but it is a lot of fun. I highly recommend it. Lots of singing, lots of dancing. I tried to convince Leah to get one of the spooky hot dogs, but she just wasn't into it. She didn't find any that she liked. So what she did, she just got the regular all-beef foot-long hot dog from the Burke stand right here. And that's one of her favorite things to eat at the park is a Burke's hot dog. Now, normally this is just Burke's hot dog stand, but not during dark nights. During dark nights, it is Dogs of Doom. One of the really nice things you could do with the kiddos who might be a little young for dark nights is Treatville. It's just a nice little trick-or-treat trail. You take the kids in, they get a bag, and they get some candy along the way. It's really great. We're gonna go inside. Down this walkway and let's see where we can get some treats. Unfortunately, my gimbal just died. I think I said in the one video that my gimbal's out of commission. It's just acting up, so pardon the bouncy. I'm going to try to not be bouncy, but we are on the trick or treat trail in Treatville. really cool? This is the wave pool in the summer. And they really just turned it into Treatville, Trick or Treat Trail. We are coming upon the Kissmobile. All decked out for Halloween. The famous Kissmobile. Walking through here, this is typically where the lazy river is. All emptied for the fall and winter, sadly. That's one of my favorite places to be in the summer. Oh, what is this we're coming upon? The Avenue of the Afterlife. That's where we're headed next, Leah. Are you ready? We are exiting Treatville and entering the Avenue of the Afterlife. We are about to enter the fallout zone. It's actually really creepy down here. Kind of scary. One of the cool things they have are fogbles, which are fog-filled bubbles. We're gonna take a look at them and see if we can grab some fogbles.
I caught it! I caught it! Wow, look at that. I caught another one.
Okay, so we left the fallout zone and we are now walking through the midway of Misery. There are 5 haunted houses here at Dark Nights. We are not doing haunted houses tonight. We are just walking through the scare zones and doing a couple of rides. I haven't done any of the haunted houses personally, but my oldest has, and she said they range from scary to super scary. Make sure you bring somebody that you can grab onto because there's a lot of scares going on in there. As we're walking through here, let's see if we could find any scare actors. That's my favorite part. They have such great special effects, and here we go. This is the Twisted Carnival, one of the 5 haunted houses here at Dark Nights. Oh, and we got here at the perfect time. Those are some of the special effects that I was telling you about earlier. They are set to really great, hard, heavy metal music. I am going to reduce the music in the background because I don't want to get tagged on YouTube, but also a nice way to warm up. It dipped into the 50s here, so it is pretty chilly. Continuing on through the back of the park, there's one of those scare actors that we talked about earlier, giving someone a fright in the night. And we're going to make our way down to Lightning Racer, which is another one of our favorite roller coasters, and that is one of the dark rides that you can experience at the end of the night. In front of that is Antemortem's, which is a haunted house. That's my oldest daughter's favorite haunted house. She said it is really scary, really creepy. Definitely take someone in there that you can hang on to. They do post the wait times for the haunted houses, which is nice. Looks like the longest wait tonight is the Haunted Coal Mine at 90 minutes. Haunted Carnival, which we just saw, is at about 15 right now. We're going to head over to that Ferris wheel in just a minute. Just going to admire those special effects one more time. One of the most iconic rides at Hersheypark is the Ferris wheel. It illuminates so beautifully at night. I mean, look at that. And it's even better with the colors of Dark Nights. Look at all of those Halloween colors coming together to make the Ferris wheel even more beautiful than it already is. And it ups the creep factor when you see the fog. Look at that. That's so cool. I do have to say, I just ran into a member of the Decayed Brigade. I was not prepared for that. He did scare the bejesus out of me. He didn't even jump out at me. Just the sight of him scared me. But what I'm going to do, in case you've never experienced the Decayed Brigade on your own, I'm going to go look for them and see if I could see them scaring other people, not just me, in the midway of Misery. Because they're so good at what they do. They're really, really good at their job. So let's see if we could find some scares tonight. I'm about to enter a scare zone. I am going to look for the Decayed Brigade. It's so fun. It is a lot of fun to watch them scare other people. Not necessarily me. It's not fun to watch them scare me, but it is fun to watch them scare other people. I think I just heard some scares. Let's go into the Midway of Misery and see if we can watch some of the Decayed Brigade scare some people. Another nice feature is that they do warn you when you're entering a scare zone. They let you know that people might jump out at you. There is some special effects. There's some strobe lighting, so take caution if you are a member of the public that has any of those issues. They do prepare you for the most part. I mean, I got scared because I wasn't paying attention to the signage, but they do prepare you. Member of the Decayed Brigade, Maverick. Pretty scary, especially when they jump out at you and you don't expect it.
Can be part of my experiment.
No thanks. She's nice. Thank you for joining us on our short but sweet trip to Dark Nights at Hersheypark. It really was kind of a short night tonight. We got to the park probably about 6:30 and the park closes at 9 o'clock tonight. It's a Sunday, so it's a school night for Leah and it's a work night for me. I do believe Dark Nights goes on until 10 o'clock, but we have to get home and get to bed. So we're season pass holders, so it's not much for us to come over for a couple of hours and enjoy the park, walk through, get a couple rides, and especially enjoy the special events like Dark Nights. But it was a really great night. We got some scares, we got some rides in, and we had a good time together, just spending the night together. I do believe there is one more weekend of Dark Nights for the 2024 season, which is next weekend, November 1st through the 3rd. And so you could come over and get one more weekend of scares. And then after that, they're going to transform the park to Christmas Candy Lane. So whether it's Halloween time or Christmas time, Hersheypark is a great place to be. We're going to go on another adventure outside of Hershey, I promise. Our next visit in Central PA will be outside of Hershey. And hope you liked this video. If you did, give us a like, subscribe to the channel, and we'll see you next time.